Hello, hello. I just noticed that I have this whiteboard behind me, and that's because earlier this morning, today, I had a workshop to promote my new book that isn't out yet. It was just kind of to record it so that I would have this class that people could come to online and watch to kind of get my points. So that looks like a scribbly mess back there. But when it first started, it was not a scribbly mess. Anyway, that being said, I want to talk today a little bit about this thing called showing up for yourself. And what does that mean? Well, I have a lot of clients who are women, middle-aged women, but I also have male clients. And I have found historically that this applies more to women than it does men. We don't show up for ourselves. What do I mean, show up for yourself? Well, we would never be late. We would never leave our best friend waiting. We would never disappoint our children. We wouldn't, disappoint our partner. But how many times do we disappoint ourselves? And if you think this has nothing to do with your success, you would be wrong, because showing up for yourself is exactly what is required in order for you to get what you want out of life. You have to show up for yourself. You are every bit as important as all these other people. It's January now. We just finished the holiday season, and so many people are just like burnt out. They're like, ugh, strung out, burnt out, because doing for everyone else, doing. And I'm not trying to change Christmas. I'm not saying that. What I am saying, though, is now that we're in January, you deserve to relax. You deserve to give yourself some grace, some time. You deserve to be able to enjoy the things that you want to enjoy without apology. Without apology. Showing up for yourself also means using your voice to say, no, thank you. No, that doesn't sound good to me. No, I'm not interested. It's okay to say no. And we are so programmed to think that we have to always say, yes, I'll do it. Sure, I'll do it. And then we end up with 15 plates in the air and we don't get anything accomplished. So showing up for yourself means you are just as important as everyone else on your downline, right? Everyone else who's like, I need you this, I need this. We have all these cords with all these people, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, hello, welcome to life in the, in 2025. But at the same time, if you're not showing up for yourself, you're not going to be able to be your very best. You know how the thing that's been said over and over again about what they say on the airplane, you put the mask on yourself and then you help your child or you help other people. You have to take care of yourself. You have to show up for yourself. One of the ways I see this play out a lot is where, especially because I deal with people in sales, we shortchange ourselves. We're like, that's okay. And then you look at a top producer who had the same situation, oftentimes male, who are like, no one even asked me to do that. So you have to question not society and not people that are asking you favors, but are you showing up for yourself? Because when you show up for yourself, your frequency is up here. When you're showing up for yourself, you hold a vibration that doesn't even cause you to come across people who want to take advantage of you, doesn't even come across people who are going to expect. If you hold a frequency that's high enough. But when you're not showing up for yourself, when you're not speaking your mind, and I don't mean about being rude or judgmental, I mean about just speaking your mind. If you're not doing that, then your vibration is going to be down here because you're not being true to yourself. In fact, I have on this board right here, you can't see it, but superconscious mind. You have to be in touch with your superconscious mind. If you're not going to get the messages from your intuition, and it's not going to get the messages from your intentional imagination. That's where you program the quantum field. That's where you program your higher self to say, this is what I want, right? So you have to show up for yourself. And when we show up for ourselves, we become the better, best version of who we really are. A lot of us are just running around being like, who can I help? What can I do? But when we have a vision, an end result that we really want to step into, there's a person, there's an identity that goes along with that. And that's the person that you want to be to go along with that identity. Does that make sense? Someone said to me the other day, why can't I have what I want? And I'll just break down what I said. The first thing I said is what you want a true intention. And in this case, it was. And I'll do a different video on true intentions and structure later. And she said, you know, she had a beautiful statement. It was like she wanted to do something that I thought it sounded like a true intention, and it felt like a true intention because it was creative in nature. It wasn't, I just want to buy this. It was creative. She wanted to create something. I said, okay, so if you had that right now, who would you be being? What would a person who had that be feeling like, acting like, feeling, doing? What would they be doing? And she said, well, she'd be confident. She'd be well-spoken. She wouldn't sit in her sweats all day. She'd get up and put makeup on and get dressed and go meet people and do things. I'm like, are you doing those things? And she's like, no. I'm like, well, you have to start being the version of you who already has that. You have to start feeling like it. You have to start acting like it. And you have to start doing things. And the doing really throw a lot of people off. People think that the New Age thing tells people that it's not about doing, it's about being. That is 100% true. You have to be a vibrational match to the thing that you want, to the person who has the thing that you want. There is no two ways about that. But part of the vibrational match is in activities, actions. You can't just sit here and go, okay, I'm now a vibrational match to a multimillionaire. Well, where's my money? You have to do things in the state of being. Do you get that? So being is number one. You have to embody the identity and the vision and the version of yourself who has the vision. That's what being means. You have to be the change you want to see in the world. You have to be it. You have to be it right now. That comes before all else, being it. But now that you're being it, you don't just sit here and be a bee, buzz, 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 buzz. You don't sit here and just be a bee. The bee takes action. You're being that version of you who has that multi-million-dollar mansion. What does that person in that energy do? Does she call the next clients and get them scheduled? Does she make connections? Does she plan an event? Does she tell her dogs to be quiet? What does she do? Because doing is very, very much a part of, it comes from being. And this is the mistake a lot of people make, especially in sales, is they think, okay, I want to sell, so I'm going to send 5 friend requests. You know, these are things I tell my clients. Send friend requests, go to meetings, do this, do that, do pop buys, blah, 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 blah. That's doing, that's good. But if you're not doing it from a state of being it, being the version of yourself who has all the wealth and success that you want, that has all the clients that you want, that has the life that you love, if you're not doing from that doing is not going to get you anything. Do you get that? If you want to attract a new client, but you're you right now who doesn't have clients, or who doesn't have enough clients, and you go knocking on doors, you have no clients because you're doing it from the same energy that you are in right now. But if you turn this way and you assume the energy, you embody the energy of a top producer who has plenty of clients, who has plenty of funds, who loves herself, who has all the money that she needs, or he, and you feel that energy, you raise yourself to that frequency. Now you go knock on those doors and you will meet people. You will find opportunities. And listen, this is important. Even if the opportunity doesn't come that hot minute from knocking on those doors, and I'm not telling anyone to cold call, I'm using this as an example. If it doesn't come that very minute, do not lose faith. Because as long as you're being the version of you who has the thing that you want, you'll start getting messages, you'll start getting directions, you'll start seeing synchronicities, and then you just follow them. This isn't algebra. If it was algebra, I would suck at it. This is like universal truths combined with quantum physics, sprinkled with metaphysics. This is just how the world operates. Okay, so hopefully you found that useful. Check my links below. connect with me on other social and take some of my free classes. Have a beautiful day.